Hello and welcome back. Just as I promised in our today's lesson, I'm going to answer the last question that was tested in April 2022. That is question number 7. Part A reads, trust or lack of trust is an increasingly important issue in modern organizations. I take it again. Trust or lack of trust is an increasingly important issue in modern organizations. With reference to the above statement, Roman 1, explain the term trust in leadership. This is question number 7, part A. Explain the term trust in leadership. Trust in leadership. Now, trust, candidates, is a positive expectation that another individual will not act opportunistically at another's expense. Trust is a positive expectation in the context of the organization that the leader will not take advantage of the employees. Trust is a positive expectation on the part of the employee that the leader will not act opportunistically at their expense. So trust in leadership, to have trust in leadership means that employees expect their leaders to treat them well. Means employees expect their leaders to treat them well. Employees expect their leaders to treat them well. The employees have a positive expectation. They have this expectation that the leaders will not take advantage of them. They have the expectation that the leaders will treat them well, and as a consequence, are comfortable being open with their leaders. All right? And as a consequence means as a result of this expectation, the employees become open or comfortable, are comfortable with their leaders. That's the meaning of trust in leadership. This is Roman 1. Then Roman 2, candidates were to discuss 4 ways in which leaders could build trust with their followers. Ways in which leaders could build trust with their followers. What are some of the ways in which the leaders can build trust with their followers? That is the question. The first way is by having consistent behavior. Behavioral consistency. Behavioral consistency. Behaving consistently over time and in all situations. That will help increase predictability. Behavioral, number 2, integrity. Behavioral integrity can also help build trust. Integrity means being fair, being truthful, being straightforward. So that would also mean consistency between words and deeds. What we sometimes call walking the talk. Being honest, being straightforward. That can increase or build trust. A leader can use integrity to build trust with their leaders, with their employees. A leader can build trust with the employees by exercising honesty, being truthful, being straightforward in all his or her dealings. Sharing and delegating authority. Sharing and delegating authority. All right? Or control. When a leader delegates part of his authority of power to the employees, that can increase the trust that employees have in the leaders. What we may call participatory decision making. All right? Engaging in participatory decision making with the followers can help build trust with the followers. Communication is yet another way in which leaders can build trust with their employees. Communication. This is communicating in a way that involves accurate information, explanations, and also the explanations for decisions and openness. When someone is open, then you are likely also to be open to that person. Communication. And communication is not one way. It's two-way. When you say communication, that means the leader providing information and at the same time allowing the employees to give him or her information or feedback. Communication. A leader can also build trust with the employees by demonstrating or demonstration of concern. Demonstration of concern, showing consideration, acting in a way that protects employees' interests, not exploiting the employees, demonstrating concern, being empathic, showing empathy. That can build trust. Demonstration of concern. Consulting with the team. When making decisions, the leader should consult with the employees. When that is done, then trust can be built, other than lording over the employees or dictating what must be done. Then lastly, exhibiting shared values. Exhibiting shared values, like integrity is a value. All right? There could be values, shared visions, and so on. So these are some of the ways. Candidates were to discuss just 4 ways. I've given you how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To give 4, I've given you 7. Any 4, 8 marks. Then part B of this question reads, outline 5 characteristics of a project. Characteristics of a project. Characteristics of a project. Characteristics of a project. Every project or projects have unique characteristics. The first one is in relation to the objectives. Every project has specific objectives, and the project ceases to exist after objectives have been achieved. A project, we say, is ad hoc organization of personnel, materials, facilities which assemble to achieve a goal, usually within a scheduled time frame. And once a goal is achieved, the organization is disbanded or reconfigured to begin work on another new goal or another project. So a project goal must produce something tangible, must add value to the organization, like discovering a new product or service and so on. And the project activities must meet or exceed stakeholders' needs and expectations. Objectives. Number 2, time frame. Time frame. A project must have a beginning and an end. Many projects begin on a specified date, but the date of completion could be estimated. Therefore, the lifespan representing the start and the end of a project are specified in its objectives. That's a characteristic of a project. Time frame. Uniqueness. Uniqueness. Every project is unique in that it requires doing something different than was done previously. Projects cannot be similar. They have their own uniqueness. Interdependence of tasks. Interdependence of tasks. A project requires many independent tasks. For example, a network cannot be installed until the hardware is obtained. All right. So there are interdependent, and there is an interdependence of tasks, and sometimes a task cannot begin before the other one ends. If you have a project of building, say, a house, there is the excavation of the ground to prepare for the foundation. There is the putting up of the walls. We have the roofing of the house. Those are different tasks. Okay, there is the putting the ceiling. We have the interior design. The house has to be connected with water, connected with internet. All those are different tasks. You cannot install electricity before you put up the walls. The tasks are interdependent. Okay? Putting up the walls depends on the foundation. Constructing the roofing, okay? The roof of the house is dependent on the walls, the foundation, and all that. So project characteristic one is that there is interdependence of what? Of tasks. And sometimes delay of a task can affect the other subsequent dependent tasks. Number 5, progressive elaboration. Progressive elaboration. Projects are characterized by progressive elaboration through means that many of the project tasks will be conducted in steps or will be conducted sequentially. Progressive elaboration. Number 6, customer specific. Customer specific. Sometimes a project could be customer specific. The customer may give the various requirements or constraints within which the project has to be executed. If you are to do a project for a customer, for example, building a house or doing any other project, the customer will give specifications of whatever he wants the project to look like. The customer will come with constraints, will come with demands, and so on. Number 7, complexity. Complexity. A project is a complex set of activities relating to technology, relating to machinery, relating to materials, relating to equipment, relating to people, relating to work culture, relating to ethics, relating to financial resources, and so on. Planning, organizing, coordination is a complex activity. So these are 7 features. You are to give 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, any 5 to earn 5 marks. See, candidates, how easy it is to raise 15 marks. And that will bring the question to an end. So candidates, you can see that there are questions that are very simple. Others may not be simple to the candidate. What is important is you need to be keen on how to choose your questions. Which questions do you begin with? I always urge you to refrain from the case study because this one takes time to understand, it takes time to analyze, it takes time to answer and all that. But a question like this one is a direct question. You can score marks quickly. All right? This one is a knowledge-based question. Knowledge-based question. This is the definition, knowledge-based question. Ways in which leaders could build trust with followers, knowledge-based. This, in fact, is common sense question. You don't need to have attended lessons anywhere to come up with the ways in which a leader could build trust with their followers. And these are not the only points. You can give different points and earn the 8 marks. So that was a straightforward question. If you look at question number 6, again, straightforward question, knowledge-based question, which, to be sincere, these questions should be tested at the lower level, not the advanced level of such a professional course. But you can see that maybe the reason why the examiner had to bring such easy questions is because of the case study. The students who shy away from answering case study questions. So I encourage you to practice, especially the case study questions which we have done or solved in our revision partners. We've solved these questions in the block revision segment. We've done several cases. So familiarize yourself with these kind of questions so that you can, your knowledge can be increased in leaps and bounds. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
you.